Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. This day of May, I forgot what the date was. Can't keep track. The 16th or something like that. Wednesday. One message I can read. Old message. This was the first one I got, and it freaked me out when I got it. Like, whoa. From 9/11 victim. And this was just before, about a month before the 10th year anniversary. So that's how long it took to first get one. And then I have some things I want to talk to you, as guided to speak to you about. I think this one's pretty much doesn't need too much explanation. We are the few who disappeared from view. We are the ones most never knew. Disparaging thoughts of future tense spun through our minds amidst suspense. So they were worried about the future and what's coming. Went through the minds amidst all that was going on. Fear and terror filled our hearts, yet we had to do our parts. Bestowed on us by the Lord to face, to sacrifice our lives, thus take our place. So this sounds like maybe they were like, I hadn't caught this before, maybe they were firemen, somebody in the rescue, some others who just took upon themselves to try to help others to get them to safety. I'm not sure. It sounds like more like first responders. Yet we had to do our parts, bestowed on us by the Lord to face, to sacrifice our lives, thus take our place amongst the angels of glory and honor, to stand before the Mother, our eyes upon her. For she was there with waiting arms, knowing what lay before us, all the harms. She was there to gather her children. Awesome. Peace be upon those we left behind. We are with you always in heart and mind. So if you know anybody that's knew anybody from that or lost anybody, please pass this video on. Call to us and we'll be there, comforting you, helping you to bear pain and sorrow you carry within from all that was and has been. Let's roll was our fateful call. Now that sounds like United 93. Let's roll was our fateful call that led us here beyond the pall. So maybe it's a group of them talking here, I don't know. Let's roll was our fateful call that led us here beyond the pall. Angels surround us and guide us. Their beauty and light endow us. And I was because that hit crashed not far from where I was born. And I was there a year after it. So actually this came to me just before, no, I was there, this is 10 years, I'm sorry. I was there a year after, I was there 2 years after. And you couldn't go near the actual impact site. It was off in the distance, maybe 100 yards or so. But just oh my God, the reverence, the sense of angels there, the palpable weight, sanctity and solemnity of peace and, oh my gosh, holiness of that site is just amazing. I think more so than like in Washington, New York, because there was no other. It's in the country. There's not all that outside noise interfering. And you can sense angels there. Oh man, it's amazing. Angels surround us and guide us. Their beauty and light endow us. Many more joined us that day. All the chaos and disarray. Cacophony of angels trumpet the sound. Spirits soaring, buildings fall to the ground. We left behind many we love as we journeyed far above. Skies of never-ending blue, follow the light and we'll see you. Never gone from within your hearts, you still remain to do your parts. Forgiveness is the greatest gift, for it shall mend the terrible rift. We know the pain that you endure, release its burden, grow ever pure. No more sorrow, no more grief, life on earth so very brief. Here today, gone tomorrow, time spent there only Time spent there only ours to borrow. Very important. Everything here is a gift. It doesn't belong to us. Even our life is a gift. The time we're here is a gift. Love one another with all your being. Believe in all your heart is seeing. Your heart is seeing, not your eyes. Let go the hate that burns inside. Free the love you seek to hide. Come to us when Lord commands. Shed your skin, take our hands. Don't be afraid. We will guide you home at last. All the suffering, a thing of the past. Misguided fools sought to destroy all that's good, all that's joy. Failed to do what they planned. Too much goodness, earth's been manned. Evil shall never reign, for the Lord comes again. Till that time soon shall be, seek the light, then be free. All you need dwells within. Focus on it. Darkness can't win. We shall return when your need causes pain, your heart to bleed. So when you're suffering, those loved ones left behind, whether it's from this or from any other time, they're there. They're there. They're telling you that. And they'll be there. We shall return when your need causes pain, your heart to bleed. Always with you, never fear. Time of reunion draws ever near. Savor the time you have left to live. Never take, always give. Love the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and you shall join the heavenly host. So this was, again, blew me away when I first got that. Whoa. Whoa. That was the first from any kind of disaster that I had received. Again, henceforth I've received 3 other ones from 9/11 victims. Japanese tsunami victims. German Wings airplane crash, 2 from them. 1 from Nepal earthquake. One from the Orlando shooting. 1 from the Texas church shooting. 1 or 2, I can't remember, from the Colorado theater shooting. I think that's all that I've received. And there's others in the world that probably received from others, or from the same ones too. And I've shared them with those. I know some people may have read the blog after that, or just read that message. I just passed it on to who I was guided to pass it on to. I know after I passed on to Germany, at least one person from Germany started reading the blog. And if you're still here watching the video, hello. Anybody else? Hello. Thank you for believing. Again, it's not up to me. It's up to you. I'm just a conduit for all these messages. So God bless you, and those you may have lost that you knew in those disasters, and all others you lost. They are there. They are there. Talk to them. Talk to them. They pop in your mind out of the blue. It's like, knock, knock, we're here. Maybe they sense something was wrong with you. You're troubled. They came to help you. Or you just consciously think of them. It's like placing a call to them. Hey, and they'll come. Again, thought is the fastest form of communication, the fastest form of travel. You think it, they receive it, they think it, they're here. Just like that. Because time and space don't exist with God. Again. As for all those who blow you off, you try to share something, they deny you, they reject you. Remember, God, the world rejected and denied Jesus, so give thanks for that and just let him go. Those who do wrong continue to do wrong. Either they think they're believing in God or following God because their faith is weak, or they're closed-minded, or they're blinded, whatever. Just let them go. Remember what Jesus said? Forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do. All those with weak faith, all those who turn from God, all those who are going around misguided or misinformed, or think they know God, think they're on the right path or wrong, just, again, forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do. Just focus on you. All you can do is share what you know. They reject you, deny you. Doesn't matter who they are. Just walk away from them, cut them from your life, distance yourself from them. Doesn't mean you have to stop loving them. Even when he said, anyone who does not hate their father, their mother, their sister, their brother, their spouse, their child, life itself, is not fit to follow me. And that doesn't mean hate. It just means place them behind you. Focus on him. Anybody who puts their hands to the plow and follows me is not fit, and looks behind is not fit to follow me. So, like Lot's wife, he turned to the pillar of stone. As he turned behind, he looked behind him. So you just gotta let them go. You have to focus on him. And it's hard. He knows it's hard to let everything go. That's why you do a little bit at a time, or one person at a time. Just look at it and say, is this person really good for me in my life? Or is this thing really good for me in my life? Should I keep doing this? Do I really need to have this? And just start small. One little item, or one person who's really not good for you. Just cut them out. Keep asking for that discernment. Of all his discernments of wisdom and knowledge, word, truth, of his will, of him, of darkness. So you know what to get rid of. And it gets easier. As you go along, it gets easier. It wasn't easy for me. I didn't just like drop everything and go. Some people do that, sure. I didn't. One little thing. I didn't have anything in storage. I had stuff in the closet, so I went through the closet. All this stuff I accumulated that I didn't need. I accumulated, like, oh, someday I'm going to do that. Someday. No, you won't. Because I didn't have the same interest in it anymore. Like I collected a scrapbook, sports stuff, when I was young, a teenager. I started a scrapbook. Oh, I'll finish that when I get older. Every place I moved, I lugged it around. I moved all over the place. Took it with me. A bin full of, plastic bin tub full of stuff. And I looked at, I'm not interested in doing this anymore. I got other interests. So if you don't finish it then, you're not going to finish it later. Just be done with it. You moved on from it. Little knickknacks, stuff around the house. Stuff in your storage facilities. Oh my God. Stuff in your file cabinet. You'd be surprised what you can do without. But you just got to start small. Start one little thing each day. One thing a week. A little bit bigger thing a week. And you won't even miss it. A week will go by like, what was in that spot? Oh, that's right. Didn't even notice it was gone. Took a week. Even art I had hanging on the stairwell around my condo. Stuff statues on my stairs. Like, oh yeah, I got rid of those. What was here? Oh, that's right. I got rid of that. It gets easier. Because what happens if you don't know if you leave today or tomorrow? You could walk out the door and boom, you never return home. Something happens. Then all that stuff you have, even if you have a will or not, what happens to it? Your loved ones who have to get rid of it. They have to deal with it. You dumped it on them, which is selfish of us. Here they are, they're trying to deal with the grief and the loss of you, and they're having to deal with deciding who gets what of your stuff and get rid of your stuff. Why should we dump that burden on them? Do you want your last act on this world to be a selfish act? Hey, I'm gone, so you all deal with it. No. Don't do that. Just get rid of stuff now. You want to give certain things to somebody? So for them to deal with later on, do it now. Don't dump it all on somebody else. Now, it may not sound harsh, but really, it is a selfish act when you think about it. Looking at how we view God. I talked to so many people. Well, that's not in the Bible. Well, that's not true. I've talked about this many times before. Again, all that God is, who's infinite, is not contained in one book. Yes, it's a very special book. And yes, there's more in it than within the pages. It's a deep thing. You dive into it. You can't read the book speed reading. You can't read all of it front to cover and think you know all about God. That's all God. God is infinite. He's bigger than the universe, the known universe. Like the known universe is everything that we can see through man-made telescopes. Well, we know there's more than that. In fact, all that light we're seeing coming at telescopes comes from a source that might not even be there anymore, because the light took billions of years to reach us from where we're at. You might be looking at black space in between the lights, the stars, and there might be a lot of stars and planets, universes shedding their lights that have existed in that line of sight that the light hasn't reached us yet. So for us, like nothing's there, but there is further out. And God's infinitely bigger than that. Maybe there's another universe, multiple universes, maybe there isn't. But even there is, God's way bigger than that. So to say, no, he's in all that. All that God is right there. It's crazy. No. You can't expect to learn more about all that God is if you're putting limits on Him. And when you're doing that, you're putting limits on your learning. It's like saying, oh, here's a biology textbook. I studied biology front to cover. Somebody hands me a biochemistry book. No. This is all there is about biology. This is it. Don't be giving more stuff. Well, here's a book of physics. No. Nothing exists except biology. If it's not in this biology book, then it's fake. It's crazy. Algebra. Oh, okay, now geometry. No. It's the algebra. That's all there is. Don't be giving me other stuff. That's false. That's a lie. That's evil. That's what you want to believe? That's fine. You'll never learn about God more than that. Even if you get to heaven, you'll still learn. But if you say, no, I don't want to learn. This is as far as I want to go into heaven. I don't want to learn more about God because all this other stuff I'm seeing is false. That's your choice. It's crazy. Why not learn all that God is? You can't have like sunglasses on, your eyes closed like this, and a bag over your head, plus blinders on, plus walls inside blocking your inner vision, and expect to see God and learn about Him. No. Break down those walls. Open your eyes. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of the sunglasses. Get rid of the bag over your head. You can see stuff. And again, this Bible, it's on the surface of these pages. It's like the surface water on the ocean. Lots of points of light. The sun reflecting off it. Lots of points of light. Oh, that's pretty. That's not all there is to the ocean. So you scuba dive. I mean, you snorkel. So you're near the surface, but under the water, like, wow, there's more underneath the surface of these pages. Well, then you put scuba gear on, you dive down further, like, wow, there's even more. But there's even more way down below that. That's what you'll never see it and learn it if you don't ask. For the sermon of His wisdom and knowledge, His word is truth. Ask, grow in the light. It's like, no, what I see on the surface of these pages, that's all that is. That's all there is about God. No, the surface, which has been re-edited countless times, which has been retranslated countless times, from Latin to all the different languages, from before Latin, from Greek, before that from Aramaic, from ancient Hebrew. And how much is lost in translation? How much is lost in language to language? Look at the different things from, I talked about this before, how many English words that in America, or Canada, or New Zealand, or Australia, or England, same word can have a different meaning. That's just one language. And there's the inflection and the tone of the word, how it's used, and the syntax, the way it's used in a sentence can mean different things. And somebody who's translating this thing, the word of God, the words of Jesus, hundreds of years after the speaker, well, they're just assuming what they feel he was talking about, the intent of the word or words. Even with all that, take into consideration, not to mention the powers who controlled what went into this book. They decided for you and me and all of us what went into this book, what they wanted us to read. They decided what was the truth out of all the information that was out there. They decided that for you. You choose, like, hey, okay. That's like with the media today. They're just deciding what the information is that they're getting out to you. You decide, hey, if you want to believe it or not. Most people believe it. It's like most people who believe what's right on the surface of these instead of looking deeper inside it. This is the well. This is a living well. The surface of the well, the surface water, got dust and dirt and stuff, twigs, leaves floating on it. Deep you go down to the bottom of the well where it's fed from the pure spring water is where the truth is. So this is the living word. This is the living well. I don't know how many ways to put it to you. That's how it works. This is like those, the Chronicles of Narnia, that story. Okay, they went to a closet. They open it up. There's this big closet. Here's the closet. They open it up. There's a bunch of clothes hanging, coats hanging. The surface words, that's all they see. No, there was more. They stepped through that. They looked through that deeper. And they stepped through and like, whoa, look at all this. Look at all that's in here. But they say, nah, it's just a closet. Oh, that's just some quotes. You're never going to learn beyond this. Beyond this. Never going to learn. If that's your truth. That just shows your limited mind. It just shows your limited faith. Doesn't mean you're going to hell. Why wait and assume that you're going to go to heaven when you might not? Or assume you're just going to leave this world and poof, you're there without any suffering. The weaker your faith, the further you are from God, and the more you're going to suffer before you leave this world, and as you leave this world. Why just go gallivant and do whatever you want? Like, okay, the Lord's going to take me at the end anyways. Meantime, I'm going to do what? Have a party, do whatever I want, and not even try. Your choice. That's free will. I choose to continue to grow in spirit. I choose to continue to learn and grow now. I choose to continue to serve Him how He needs me to serve Him. I choose. I choose to give Him control of my path. Does that mean I don't get to do and experience all the things I might have wanted or have? Sure. But the more He leads me along His path, the more I realize, hey, I ain't missing nothing. A lot of stuff, been there, done it. I don't need to continue to do it. It's caused me stress, caused me grief, enslaved me to a life so that I could enable lifestyle that so that I could enable me to keep that stuff and keep doing that stuff. Don't miss it. Don't want it. But it's your choice. Why wait? Start doing it now. Start doing it now. So when your time is up, which you don't know, could be as soon as you're done watching this video, could have been before you watch this video, could be 50 years from now, 100 years from now, who knows? Why wait? Start. Time is running out. This last message said, things are going to get far worse soon, then there's going to be a respite, a rest period, a calm, to give us a false sense of security, and then bam! Think about what's going on in the world. Is this going to happen in the next couple of years, the next year? I don't know. It's going to be 100 years, 1,000 years? I don't know. Is the end of time is going to be short? It's going to be real long. All I know is what I'm given. It's very soon. It's going to be a respite. It's going to be all kinds of suffering. There's going to be waves taken up. It's going to happen in stages. That I do know. Everything you know that I've shared with you is what I know. I share everything as I'm instructed or given it. As it pertains to me personally, I don't share everything. I need to share more, like my traveling. My traveling. My soul travels. And everybody's soul travels all the time? I don't know. Mine travels, my daughter's spirit and other spirits, children or people I knew in other lives. If you believe I have other lives or not, accept that. Doesn't matter to me. It's my experience, my journey. Yours is yours. Take me traveling. Where do we go traveling? They tell me, okay, where are we going traveling? They say, we want to travel. Okay, where are we going to go? Tell me where. Okay, why? Tell me why. I'll hop on and Google it, and sure as hell it exists. Or what we're going to see, sure as hell it does exist. What specifically we're going to see there, I don't know, and I don't recall it. Well, I've been told recently. I learned bits and bits as time passes on. And what I've learned is the more I travel, the stronger I grow spiritually. The more I travel, where we go, I learn more that somehow is going to make its way into messages to share with you. The more I travel, the stronger I grow in authority over darkness. These are things I'm told. And sometimes I just want to go and enjoy. Like there's my daughter and daughters from other lives. If we want to go fly a kite, okay. Like Mary Poppins. They didn't know who Mary Poppins was. But one did, because she's recent. Like, okay. And then they had hot air balloons. Like, why do you want to do this stuff? Because you're a spirit. You can fly anyways. They just laughed at me. Said, huh, we've never done it before. Said, okay. Another time they want to go play in a sandbox. Okay. But we never experienced that. One said she's a daughter from late 1800s in France. She said she's my daughter, married to named Lily. She showed up, announced herself. Said Adeline's daughter, who was a wife from that. That gave me a time period. Said that we lived in Marseille, France. And I forget what she said I was, but said I just said I was a painter, but not a very good one, which was funny. She mentioned something we were going to do, and I mentioned about marshmallows, and she said, "Oh, I love marshmallows." How do you love marshmallows? They weren't around then. 1870, there were no marshmallows. So I'm thinking the marshmallows in the bag. That's recent, like in maybe 1950s or something like that. She says, "Yes, they were." So I googled marshmallows. Marshmallows were invented by the ancient Egyptians. Never would have known that. I have no way of knowing that. They used, apparently there's a marshmallow plant or tree or something out there. They used the sap from that, added some honey and something else. They had marshmallows. As we know them today, maybe not. And somebody in Europe, I lived in France, reinvented them or refound whatever by using a similar formula in the 1800s. So yes, she would have known about marshmallows and experienced them. And actually, they weren't brought over to the United States until the 1900s. So everything they tell me gets confirmed. I'll hop on and Google it. Okay, whoa. One of the ancient caves in Namibia, in Gambia, to another country in Africa, to Latvia. Google, yeah, there's caves there. Yeah, there's caves lots of places, but yeah, there's caves and they have stuff in them. They mentioned some mines or something in Kazakhstan or Azerbaijan or someplace like that. Google it. Yes, there's mines there. Mining's a big thing for them. Including recent discovery of gold mines. No way of knowing that. So we'll go on to Monaco. Why Monaco? Well, just visit ancient ruins. I know you like that stuff. Okay. I didn't know the ancient Roman ruins in Monaco. I Googled it. Sure as hell. There's Roman ruins in Monaco. I didn't know that. We just went to Marseille because that's where Lily's from. Where we lives. She wanted to go see it. And then day after that, I said, we're going to I may not say it right, Côte d'Azur. Côte d'Azur. It's like the Azure Coast, the French Riviera, Cannes, and other places along that coast. But okay, that's where Adeline's family is from. It's from Cannes, not as it is now, but was back in the 1800s. Okay, great. Other places went to. So we're going to Antarctica a couple times. Like, why are we going to Antarctica? It's all ice. She said it wasn't always ice, Papa. True. So who knows what's hidden underneath there? Something was. Something is. Stuff like that. Well, we're going to Arkansas, Indian mounds. What? I know there's some mounds other place, but Arkansas? Sure as heck there are Indian mounds in Arkansas. Well, we're going to Indian mounds, the Winnipeg, Canada, Indian mounds. That far north? What? Sure as heck there's Indian mounds. Why did we go there? Maybe it was to help announce myself to some spirits there. To help them to get to a gateway, mine or somebody else's. Or to learn something else, I don't know. I'm going to Warsaw, the ghettos of Warsaw, in World War II. Not back into that time period, but souls that are still trapped there. They wouldn't let go. There's spirits trapped in battlefields, cemeteries all over the world, but just haven't let go. Learned that from a couple places ago I lived, right next to the cemetery, just walking through it, experiencing spirits that are there. Some of them I was able to get to light. Some of them from a neighboring town that had heard, that was there, was aware of me, and they came to me. Again, time, space, differently. You know, we get them to the light. This is just amazing. It's amazing. All these experiences build on each other. Each experience I learn a little bit more. And I grow in spirit. I grow in ability of my gifts, and I've had other gifts awaken. So I have multiple gifts. Seeing in people's eyes. I've always been intuitive, but then started to be able to see in people's eyes in a picture where it freezes it, their eyes open. I can see what's in them, read them. Now I can see if there's darkness in them. Now I can see if there's darkness. I with the authority He's given me of darkness, to name myself. In the name of Jesus Christ, name myself. Name myself. In the name of Jesus Christ. I have to call angels to help, and they've named themselves their demonic name or their dark name. Some have just named themselves. Others I've had a conversation with briefly. With one friend, she was asking questions through me. I was asking it. It's because it was somebody she knew, and it said to me to tell that woman to shut up. I will not speak with a woman. Okay, and speak to me. And said, I'll speak to you because I have to. Confirmed I had authority over it. And to rebuke and banish, we all have authority over darkness, just in the name of Jesus. Any of His names, God, any of His names. Just speak it. Darkness got to flee. Rebuking and banish, as I told you. None of this stuff could have happened. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of things I've experienced. Oh my gosh. You gotta do. But you gotta start someplace. As you grow and let go and get rid of the things inside of you, you can too. Will you get to what I've experienced? No. Will you do more? Possibly. But you gotta start someplace. You gotta start someplace. Or took us traveling to I forget the name of the place. I Googled it, but I spelt it wrong. I just came up with these twin Turkish drums. Well, that can't be it. And I changed the one letter, the other possible spelling, and boom, popped up. There's a place, it said in Algeria. There's a place just outside the present-day Algerian border, in Sudan and Chad. I think it's Chad or one other country that's kind of like right in that area. I had no way of knowing this place. Some old ancient place. Been there a long time. That's where we went. Why? I don't know. I don't recall when I traveled. A few times, once last week, I was in waking up state. I just could not move myself. Could not move. Literally could not move. I remember feeling it must have been like my spirit trying to lift my head. I couldn't lift my head. I was being held down. And I had this sense that someone was over there. Well, later on, my daughter told me that we were holding you down, that because you were trying to travel and it wasn't safe to do so. So they were holding you down. Now, I know there's some out there, some people I've known that felt they were held down, they were being choked, and couldn't talk, hand over their mouth, couldn't talk. That wasn't the same thing. That was darkness. That's why it's important to have that Psalm 91, open to your Psalm 91 next to your bed. That'll help protect you. Help protect you. And even if you can't speak, remember thought. That's a form of communication. You can think to rebuke in your mind without saying it out loud. Thinking Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. It'll work too. So, in your dreams, a lot of dreams are just your mind sorting things out and so forth, going on in your life or what's troubling you. And a lot of times, it's things that are to be learned. Share them. Find somebody to share them with. Maybe together you figure out. Ask me. You can reach me. Message me through my blog. Message me through my Facebook. Tim Herron. Herron. I think it's in San Antonio, Texas, but I'm actually in Florida. Say, hey, I'm so-and-so. I read your blog. I had a question. Da-da-da-da-da. We'll discuss it. Nobody's ever done that. Except a few people I know personally. I'd be more than happy to help. My interpretation of it. Because I, further along spiritually, I might be able to make sense of it. Will I be right or wrong? I don't know. There's other people's loved ones that communicate to me. One friend, her mother just started communicating to me. Through me, to her. While I'm chatting with her. Mother's communicating. Things I didn't know. Other night we were talking, and I got the name Earl. Who's Earl? You know an Earl. She knew an Earl. Family friend. Father's friend. He said, tell her that her daddy sent me here to help her. Okay. That he's doing reconnaissance. Said that. He said, well, we said she also knew him they also knew him as Buck. soon as she said that, it figured something else. He's a hunter. He hunted deer. But I asked her to make sure I heard right. She says, yeah, deer and other things. Yeah. Okay, that's what I was getting. And I'm seeing him. I'm seeing him wearing a certain type of hat, holding a shotgun. In the background, like this harvested field. I said, yeah, that was there. And they did wear those hats. And I got corn. He grew corn. He said, yeah, he did. He said, yes, he did. Cotton as well. Corn. I had no way of knowing this stuff. But this stuff comes to me. And I've gotten communications with other people as well, to loved ones. I'm just a conduit, like these messages and everything else. What people do with it, what they believe, not my concern. I mean, I want them to, but I have no control over that. It's your faith. It's being given to you through me. I'm happy to do it. Thank you, Jesus. So what you do with it, you believe it. If you don't believe it, you're not going to get anything more. I've had messages come through from people, oh, is that all there is? I knew they didn't believe it because it wasn't something specific. Oh, remember that time when I said this to you and they want confirmation? No, that's no faith. That's testing. Like my friend the other night, ask him this. Like, no, don't ask him. You're testing him. You're testing him. You're testing God. Don't test God. Take what he gives you. Believe what he gives you. Then he'll give you some more. And then he'll give you some more. Just like learning. That's how it's called faith. Growing your faith. You got to believe the little things. Accept the little things. I mean, that was an adjustment for me too when I first started experiencing things from my daughter. The woman she initially communicated through, because I couldn't communicate directly with her, was, how do I know? I asked that question. How do I know I'm not just imagining and communicating and making things up in my head? She said, you can't think that way. You have to believe. She's right. You have to believe the little stuff. Now, if you ever get a communication to do something bad, it's like common sense. Hello? God will never tell you to do something bad. No. Absolutely not. That's darkness, evil messing with you. Or it could be a mental illness. And when all these gifts I'm experiencing, I'm not mentally ill. I'm not hallucinogenic. I'm not schizophrenic. No. I'll take any psychological test from anybody. I'll sit down with any religious, any church hierarchical person there is. I don't care. God and the Holy Spirit's with me. Jesus is with me. Mother Mary's with me. Others are with me. They'll tell me what to say. If the person doesn't accept it, turn my back and walk away, like you said. You come to a place or person, anybody, they don't accept you because of me, take the dust from your sandals, turn your back, walk away, and leave them to me. And that's what you got to do, no matter who they are. Family members, lovers, spouses, children, teachers, religious people, church people, you got to leave them behind. Otherwise, it's going to hold you. Any person, place, or thing that's going to hold you back. See, again, the devil will use people close to you. Like the friend I was talking to. She shared with them. I don't say the person's name. Shared with them about me, about messages. And they went to a preacher and told him about it. Well, they didn't know much about me. Just I received messages. That's all they shared with him. And he said, oh, that's bad. They don't know nothing. That's like looking at the title of a cover of a book and the title of a book and say, okay, this book is full of crap. It's a lie. I don't believe it. I don't like it. They didn't even read the book. They didn't even read a chapter in the book. How can you make that judgment? People judge me by oh, he does this, or he says he does this, or experience. Oh man, that's evil. He's wrong. You have no idea. The things I shared, the tip of the iceberg. So somebody make a judgment based on that, it's no better than me or any of us making a judgment on somebody when we don't know all the facts. They haven't experienced all that they've experienced. And we tend to do that. I've done that. I'm not perfect. When people's like, oh, I'll blurt something out, or I'll say something, or do something. Oh man, you're false. You're espousing and saying, oh, Jesus this, Jesus that. Then you say you'll do that. Like, I'm still a human being. I still have things inside that affect me. I still have darkness attacking me, trying to manipulate me sometimes. Influence things that's inside me. That's why it's important to get rid of that stuff that's inside of you. So they've got nothing to get a hold of the dial and can start to control you. but that takes time. So I still have things inside that it can get to sometimes, manipulate. I feel that heaviness. I don't always recognize it immediately, so I can rebuke and banish, and I fall prey to it. I still go out and sin sometimes, less and less as I grow, and you will too as you grow in light. It takes time. Can the Lord do it immediately? Sure, if you can handle it immediately. Remember, He said, I never give you more than you can handle. Learning, healing, experiencing, growing, anything. Suffering, never more than you can handle. If you believe in Him, and you follow Him, and you love Him. If you reject Him and go on your own, then yeah, you could end up with more than you can handle. And He wants to transform you. He says, let me transform the way you think. Let me transform all bad into good. The bad inside you, take it from you, it's transformed into good. Transform it in you to good. So we offer this up each night. All of your burdens, your guilt and sin from the day, and all that's still inside you don't even remember about, take it. Use it for good to help others spiritually. All the new stuff, immediately offer it up. Don't let it take root and grow inside you. No, immediately get rid of it. Thank you, Jesus. Praise God. He wants to give you He wants to change your water to wine. He wants to give you more wine. But He can't do that. What's He say? He can't put new wine in the old wine flask. It will burst. So He's got to transform you. He's got to make you a new wine flask. So He can change your water to wine. You can handle it. And then He wants to get more wine in you. When He gets so much, look, He's got to make of you another new wine flask, even bigger, so you can hold the more wine. Continually do it. Continually change you and transform you. It's continuous progress. It never stops. It's like learning the Bible. Read the Bible. That's not all God is. Your learning doesn't stop there. That's your choice. So many people, they read the Bible. They graduated high school. They graduated first grade, whatever grade. Okay, I'm done. That's all there is. Nothing else exists. That's true. It's your choice. I personally think it's a stupid one, foolish one, but it's your choice. It's your choice. Everyone I know of that's like that, inside, they're not truly happy. They got some chaos and stress in their life, hardships in life. I don't. I don't have what other people have. I don't want what other people have. But I don't have that. I don't have chaos, stress. I don't have debt. I don't have any of that. I have great health. He takes care of me, provides for me, just as He said He would. Because I trusted Him. I made those leaps of faith, and they are leaps of faith. And they're hard sometimes, but they get easier. They get easier. If I could do it, if I can experience all this, anybody can. Yes, I've been a servant from before mankind existed. I've had many lives. People believe it, don't believe it, doesn't matter. Does that make me better than anybody else? Does that make me more able to do all this stuff than anybody else? No, because He can snap of His fingers, wiggle of His nose, whatever you want to call it. He can change you into whatever He wants, to whoever He wants. But you gotta offer yourself up first. You gotta make that choice. He's never gonna force anything on you. You may think so. Oh, why is this happening? Why is this bad happening? Why is it dumping on me, Lord? Thank you for all. What do you give me all this good stuff? Just thank you. It's still yours to choose to accept it, to use it, or to do it. It doesn't force. Even the devil can't force you either. Going to heaven or hell. It's your choice. Okay? Made that choice now. So many people say, hey, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. And that's all. They don't do anything more than that. Anybody can say, hey, I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. People go to church. Well, I go to church. Yeah. Zippity-doo-dah day for you. So what? You give money to the church. Oh, I'm going to heaven. I go to church. I read the Bible. I'm going to heaven. I say I believe in God. I'm going to heaven. Don't assume that, because there's more to it than that. It's like you have things you need to do then. Okay, like I'm an alcoholic. I'm an addict. Instantly you're better? No. You're always going to be plagued by that. There's work you need to do to grow, improve. Just saying you are isn't going to cut it. That's the first thing you have to do. And admit, hey, you are this. And as a Christian, admit it proudly, but there's things you have to do, things you have to let go of. Control of yourself. Let Him transform you. Control of your life. Let Him lead you, guide you. Let go of the things of your life that surround you. Let go of people sometimes. Let go of things inside you. Let go of things that put limitations on your mind and on Him. You have to make that choice. He can't make it for you. So that's all I was guided to say. Sorry for repeating a lot of it that I've talked about before or written about before, but it's important. It is important. And you may disagree with me, you say, oh, this guy's crazy, or be mad at me. Hey, you're there, I'm here, it ain't affecting me in any way, shape, or form. I've got my path. I've learned what I've learned. I know what I know. You have to make that choice. And I pray and I hope for all of you that you make the right choice. I do know from what He's told me, everybody I've sowed these seeds on, shared these words on, whether it's you read something on my blog, even if it's just one line, or you've listened to a video, or you've read anything I've posted on, as far as the hidden Bible messages or from the Bible, if you've experienced that, if you've taken that in visually or orally, you will be saved. You will go to heaven, because He said you would. Now, will you suffer? How much you will suffer? How much directly or indirectly you will get there? Depends on how much you've accepted, how much you've allowed those seeds to germinate in you and grow and bear fruit. But the very fact that you've listened to the video, the very fact that you've read the blog or any of those messages, especially the rhyme messages, you will go to heaven. But don't just assume that. Okay, I read one line, I read one message, I'm good to go. I can go do whatever I want. Yeah, you can. But why stop there? Why not strive to get to the point where you don't suffer at all when you leave this world, or before you leave this world, or you suffer as little as possible? Why not strive for that? Instead of, hey, I read one line, I'm good, then you're going to suffer a lot. I'm not. I said my passing will be very mild. I'm going to tell you the exact date and time, Tim. You'll know beforehand, and it'll be very mild. Oh, so mild. Why? As a reward for your faith, for the journey, all that you've done for me. Look at the one message from German Wings, the Germany people, the German Wings. Go back and read it. The person was lifted out of the body, and they're looking down and seeing the pilot trying to hack down the panic, and the pilot trying to hack down the door to the cockpit with the axe or whatever. I believe it said an axe. I didn't know they keep an axe on the plane. Maybe that's why. He's watching that. He's already lifted out of the body, and the light and the peace and the sensing. And they're telling him, this is a reward for your faith. So they never suffered the pains of death. What did Jesus say? Those who believe in me truly believe, absolute point, believe faith. Above faith is knowledge, absolute certainty, knowing. So you didn't have faith, you're beyond faith. I'm beyond faith, I know. For that reward for that faith, anybody who believes in me, though they would, shall never die. And though they were dead, shall live again, shall live eternally. That they were able to change as they were awoken. Or they're in the mist, able to change and let go. They'll live eternally. Those who believe now in this life, why go through that afterlife stuff? Believe now and grow now. So you will never die. You will never taste the pains of death. Why not strive for that? It's your choice. Your choice. Brothers and sisters, your choice. And we are all brothers and sisters. And I look forward to seeing everybody in the light when I get there. You may get there before me, because I have things to do after I leave this world. Saving more souls, going down to the pit to rescue. Part of that legion that goes down there to kick some butt, rescue some souls. Many of those around me are going to join me. Michael and Gabriel are going to be there. He's told me, Michael and Gabriel are going to lead the way. I'm guiding them because I've been there, believe it or not. But they're going to be there when I leave this body. He told me they will be there to defeat you. I believe him. Again, does it make me better than anybody else? He loves all of you. If you're struggling, you're hurting, oh, I'm a big sinner. What did he say? I came here to save the sinners, not the righteous. The righteous always have me. Sinners do not. So he loves you just as much as he loves me or anybody else. No matter what you say or do. But turn to him. Ask him to help you to grow in his light, to grow in your spirit, to guide you, teach you, heal you. Help you to let go. You got to give that control to him. Don't hang on to him. Don't fight him. He's trying to take something from you. Don't fight it. Let him take it from you. On your own choice, start getting rid of things. Things that are hard to get rid of, help me to get rid of this, Lord. Whether it's a physical thing, it's a person, place, or an emotional thing inside, help me to get rid of it, Lord. I'm having trouble getting rid of this. Take it from me. Help me to let go. And he will help you. He wants to help you. It's your choice. Again, I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. Okay. Help me, please. Everybody in this room, help me. Teacher, doctor, help me. I can't do it alone. You have to do your part. And you'll be okay. It's like they'll always be struggling with their addiction. We're always going to be struggling with our addiction to sin, addiction to this world, the things of this world. Always going to be struggling with that. But we do get better. It does get easier. He said, I never promised you wouldn't be having suffering in this world. Like this. You will always be struggling. But you will struggle less and less. It'll be easier and easier as you grow. But it's your choice. It's your choice. So, that's my bandwagon. That's my preaching for the day. I hope I didn't offend anybody, piss anybody off. It's not my intent. I'm just sharing what I'm guided to share. I'm just a conduit. Always just a conduit. So, take it up with the teacher. Peace of Christ. God bless.